What's up, y'all? So I'm back with another video, and today we got something different. It's not a normal wig installing on. We doing a half a pep down quick weave, and it's gonna eat down. Like, don't play. So right now I'm just taking her hair and parting out the half up part. I'm guessing you could say, yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna part that from ear to ear, and then yeah, so y'all can watch that process. Now, basically, as you can see, I'm about to make an ankle braid. So this ankle braid will go from, basically go in a circle all around the part that would be braided down. That's not a part of the half up. So I'm just parting around her head in a circle so I can braid that in a circle so I can sew the cap onto that. Now I'm just parting out my first braid. The braids in the back do not have to necessarily be small. It just depends on the thickness of your client's hair. My client's hair at this moment it was thick, but it wasn't that thick. So I could have done bigger braids like I did now. Because it has to be flat, but it don't have to be that flat. And you know what I'm trying to say, like see how the braids look small even though I grabbed a big section of hair. Yeah, so just it really depends on the client and how the client wants their hair to look. So yeah. Now I'm just taking my needle thread and sewing the braid to the rest of the braid so that I can lay flat and we have no lumps or anything of that sort. Okay, so now I'm flat ironing my client tab up part just to make sure we get the flattest foundation we can and we won't have any lumps or waves. Okay, so now I don't know what it's called, but like it's like this paper. You know what I'm talking about, like when you wrap your head down. I take the paper and I basically put it across her braids and extra hold it in the front until I put that cap on it. Normally I don't use that type of cap, but that's all I had at the moment, and I hadn't had a chance to go to the store. So you gotta make it work with what it work with. So now I'm just sewing that cap through the paper onto the ankle braid so that everything can stay in place and we get no glue on her hair. And this I thought this to be the fastest way possible to do this, instead of using that, like, you know what I'm talking about, that glue, that protective shield stuff. I'd rather just sew it on and then be done instead of waiting for it to dry and all that. So y'all can watch me finish sewing it all the way around the perimeter of the back part. Okay, so once you're done sewing the perimeter, you want to cut the excess cap off and the excess paper off, so it'll just be literally just on the braids and we won't have any excess stuff. So now you want to take your bundles, you want to measure how long you need to cut the weft, and then once you cut it, you want to apply the glue along the weft and place it on your client's head the way you measured it when you originally put it on there before you cut it. And then once you put it into place, smooth it into the cap or whatever, and then blow dry it to instill it in place so it won't move or slide or whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna do it about a couple more times so y'all can see how to do it. Also, when you applying the tracks, you want to apply it in a U shape so that this is a no leave out half and half down. So you want to apply it in a U shape until you can't use no more and just apply straight. So now what I'm doing is taking that front piece that I flat iron. I didn't like fully press it, but I did straighten it a little. I just took hairspray, sprayed it, and I'm just brushing it up and top until to get where I want it, get it where I want it so I can mold it into that specific way. Now I'm just taking Murray's beeswax, and basically that's what I use to smooth it. Don't go to these stylists that just use edge control to slick your stuff down. It's gonna be it's gonna be coming apart the next day. Use Murray's, because Murray's, I don't know what they got in there, Murray's, but it's gonna hold your ponytail or whatever the case may be. Okay, so once you have your ponytail more into place, I just wrapped it down and I braided the ponytail and secured it with an elastic band. And now I'm taking that same tape that I put to protect the back of her hair from the glue. I'm putting it and wrapping it around her braided ponytail. And now at the end, I'm just going to secure it with a little hair glue just so it doesn't unravel. Okay, so now I'm just taking my hair glue and putting it across that across that paper, and I'm continuing to wrap the bundle around and around and around until I meet where the hair meets where the bundles meet her actual hair. My bad, y'all. I cannot talk today. So once you're done wrapping ponytail, you want to take out a piece for your wraparound part to cover the track. So you're just going to spray got to be and comb it out and then wrap it around until it's your desired thickness, and make sure you smooth it out as you're wrapping so it don't get lumpy and nappy. So just make sure it's as sleek and as high as you would like it to be. And I put a little bit, not a lot, a little bit of hair glue, so just to securely hold it stronger. And then I took got to be and I will draw it into place. Okay, so once you're done with that, it's time for accessories, so your baby hairs, and just brushing out the hair and making sure everything lays correctly, and getting rid of flyaways. So this hairstyle is not done. This is a half up, half down with no leave out. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and come back for more.